Hey, what's up? This is MCOD on day 2 of 26 on my project, Alphabet Annihilation. This is my personal video first before I get into my freestyle. First things first, on a very personal note, this is a very special day for me, mainly because uh, it's April 23rd right now. This is the 3rd year anniversary of my mom's passing. That's actually what this video is going to be about. Just like, okay. Yesterday's video was more or less about just telling you guys that my parents are gone. Well, my mom passed in 09. My dad passed literally about a year later in March of 2010. Well, the day my mom died is one that it stays in my mind, so I gotta at least tell you guys this story. Whoever watches this. Um, okay. Um, I was basically in my first senior year at high school. I had 2 senior years, so that's why I said my first one. And before that day, I was usually running late. I would always get up at like 7:30 in the morning, take a shower, get dressed, and just run out the door. Well, that day, for some reason or another, I woke up early. I took my shower, got dressed, and I still had time to make the bus. So I went in, I stopped, I kissed my mom, and I said, "I love you." And according to the doctors later on, they said by then she was already dead, but I didn't know that. Well, a couple hours later, about 11:30, 12 o'clock, I called my sister because I was one of those guys that, like, I would always ask her, "Hey, can you pull me out of school, or can you bring me some lunch or something? I'm bored here. I'm dying here." Wrong choice of words, I know, but well, what happened was my dad answered the phone and said, "Your cousin's picking you up." And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Why would my cousin pick me up? And on the way back, he just told me straight out that my mom died. Now, I knew it was a long time coming. She'd been sick for about 2, 3, maybe 4 years. And, like, she's been diabetic all her life, but I mean, like, going into dialysis and stuff, she was going for like 2 or 3 years. And it was just one of those things I didn't see coming. Like, I kind of had a feeling, but it was, come on, it's death, for crying out loud. Nobody expects death to come unless it's literally like someone saying your loved one only has a couple hours to live. So as we were driving home, he humors me. He tells me that one joke from Clerks 2. You know, you guys know the one where it's like, "This is Lord of the Rings 1. Walking, walking, walking. This is Lord of the Rings 2. Walking, walking, walking. Wait a minute, here's the third one." It's a very crappy representation because I'm sitting down, but right now I'm just reminiscing. Anyways, so I got there and there was my whole family. I hugged every single one of them. They took me downstairs. I saw my mom just, her body was there relaxed. There was no pain at all. Um, I got about a week off of school for that. And most of that wasn't even vacation. It was all going towards like helping with the funeral arrangements, dedicating songs, all that stuff. I had my uncle make me like a 13 song CD to express my, like, to just, I guess you could say, express my pain, to just, because all in all, as much as I love rap, I love rock. And like, I had songs in there like "I'm Not Okay, I Promise" from My Chemical Romance. I had Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen. I had a whole bunch of songs, and it was mostly me just in the car, blasting the radio, just screaming. About a week later was the funeral. It was literally the Friday after she passed, April 30th. And I'll never forget that day, mainly because not only was it the last time I saw my mom, but it was like the sign that our family was breaking apart. Like I said, I had a lot of aggression towards my dad, but I don't want to get it twisted. my dad was he was always there. He always like was there for the family, paying the bills, paying rent. Always made sure we never went hungry. He was a good dad, just with his flaws. But that day, all of us we went our separate ways. My sister went with our cousins and just drank that night. My dad um, went with my uncles. I forgot whether they went to a casino or they went to a bar or somewhere, but they were drinking as well. I know my dad, he was drinking. And me, um, I just went out because I was going to, like, I guess you could say backyard gigs, mosh pit, where there's like mosh pits and stuff. And I went to the after party and I just sat there just because I didn't want to be home. Now, I'll get into more in-depth detail on a lot of this stuff. It's just a matter of I just need to get this off my chest. And I want to let you guys know that this is kind of the first time that I feel comfortable talking about not only this with my mom's death, but just talking about anything in general. Because when it comes to talking with someone face to face, I just can never get the words right. And yet, here I am talking to a camera, spilling my guts out like it's nothing. So, for anyone watching this, just thanks for being supportive. Um, Alright. On a lighter note, also on a lighter note, well, not really lighter note, but ironically, earlier today, for those of you who are familiar with ABC Family, it was interesting. I'm being completely honest. I had forgotten today was my mom's anniversary, so I was going along as usual, like it was a regular day. And then all of a sudden, what's that one show? Eight Simple Rules, the one with John Ritter. They were showing the two-parter today when after John Ritter died, and I was like, wait a minute. So I checked the date on my phone, and it was April 23rd. So that's all I really have to say on the subject for right now. Anyway, on a lighter note, before I actually get into my freestyle, I'm going to straight out answer a question someone asked me. One of my friends, um, he asked me, would making my own beats be anything I'd be interested in? And to answer the question, just in case anyone else is curious, it's something I am interested in, that I've tried before. It's just, I guess you could say, the programs I've gotten have been kind of complicated for me. So for the most part, what I've really done is just get some beats off of YouTube, just, well, not copy and paste, but just like burn it on a CD or burn it on my MP3 player and just write my rhymes with that. If it's an Eminem beat, I'll write over that. If it's a Kanye beat, I'll write over that. I'll write over any beat. Hell, a couple years back, I freestyled over Metallica's One. That was actually pretty sick. But yeah, I don't mind making beats. I just gotta know how to do it. Alright, just hang tight. My second video should be up soon. Alright, peace.